the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Abusafo yebo akwakopium ewo Parliament of Ghana. Na in fact, ene yekwakopium wo ho no dwumadi bebre na kyerese ekoso ewo ho. Ene the same time the 2026 budget no the finance minister Keiso Ato Forsen ebeba ababe presente e dia kyerɛ Ghana fo nyina ewo emrahye bidwafie ene. Na sesiye no on the floor of parliament the approval of the disputed, and I quote, the disputed Chief Justice Paul Baffoe Boni. Na sesiya yekase the minority caucus in parliament. And one the Speaker of Parliament Simana Kingsford Alban Bagbin. The afeso den one catching said, to be frank, omudie sa approval ya koso. NDC caucus in parliament, majority caucus. Omadwen say omudi doors 20. Ombeje atumuno. Omo minority need there is no way say omo ebe support it. Na on person Ghana for nyina hu say case na anase the prima facie case against former Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Esabasa Kitok no. Eyade bi a enwie peye na 2. Ma me mpokra no the case ni bi akwakodan ECOWAS court. And other courts are on my Ghana mu a yenka asem no wie esi den na yekoko appoint and I say you approve the different chief justice. In fact, in the parliament eho ayemanyamanya pa na mepese benya botre na yetie ensem a the minority caucus led by Kwame Anyimadu Antwi the to our parliament.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful for the report that is ably presented to the House by the chairman of the committee, Honorable Ehiafo. Amongst the things that the First Deputy Speaker had told Ghanaians are that the new patriotic party members on our side, before we could do or finish the vetting, had indicated. I chose my words correctly. Before we could conclude. Don't mind them. Go ahead. It's only 10 minutes. Before we could conclude the vetting, had indicated that we were going to vote en bloc. What the chairman refused to tell this House and Ghanaians are the reasons that we had adduced for voting against the nominee. We indicated at the committee that we're going to vote against the nominee. Mr. Speaker, amongst the other things that we have stated are that there are 7 separate proceedings at the various jurisdictions, inclusive of the High Court, the Supreme Court, and the ECOWAS Court. Mr. Speaker, Ghana is a member of ECOWAS and a very serious member of ECOWAS. Under the ECOWAS, we have the ECOWAS Parliament, we have the ECOWAS Court, and Mr. Speaker, we must respect the court. What would happen if all these cases that are pending before the courts, they decide and they go against the government? Mr. Speaker, Attorney General, as at now, had not, in most of the cases, had not filed anything challenging the issues at stake. All we are saying is that, Mr. Speaker, under normal circumstances, we have the Chief Justice of the land. And if the seat is vacant, we must have someone to occupy the seat. It must be something that we should do with joy. It must be something that every Ghanaian must be interested. But Mr. Speaker, the very basis that is giving rise for the vacancy of this seat is challenged. The very basis is what we are saying, that it is pending at the various courts. So it has not arisen for us to challenge or to go through the vetting and vote for another member occupy that seat.
Honorable member, please, you may move to another issue. I have already pronounced on this matter. I won't go back. If you are dissatisfied with my pronunciation, my ruling on the matter, by our rules, you know what to do. You cannot come through the back door. Go through the front door and come properly to this house. You may move to another issue.
I'm grateful, Mr. Speaker. I respect you and I respect your ruling, Mr. Speaker. I wouldn't challenge that. I'll move on, Mr. Speaker. Save that, Mr. Speaker, I'm not challenging. I just wanted that is our view, and that is what I expected the chairman to inform the House and to Ghanaians. But I'll go on. Mr. Speaker, amongst the other things that we seek to tell Ghanaians is that the very person, Mr. Justice Baffoe stands conflicted, because the very person that is occupying a seat is sitting under a number of cases to determine the old Chief Justice whether it is right or wrong for the person to be seated. And that's we say member. That he is conflicted.
Honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very grateful. Mr. Speaker, I accept to plead with you, Mr. Speaker. I thought that we on this side of the House, Mr. Speaker, on your left, would want to tell you and Ghanaians why we had indicated that we were voting en bloc. Mr. Speaker, it has nothing to challenge. It has nothing to challenge your reasons. And Mr. Speaker, we have, this is the Parliament of Ghana. And Mr. Speaker, this is a very serious
honorable member, please.
Mr. Speaker, it is common knowledge that, and it's our belief, that this constitution, the very constitution that we are protecting and guarding against, is being breached, because there was no prima facie case made against the former Chief Justice, and the matter still remains in court. Mr. Speaker, the matter still remains in court, and that had not been dispensed with. Mr. Speaker, other applications have been filed for certiorari. The decisions that have been made must be quashed. Again,
honorable members,
those decisions,
please. You can't litigate that case before Parliament. You can't. This is not the forum for that. Please, if you go that way again, I'll apply the rules. You know the rules. Please.
Mr. Speaker, we also want Ghanaians to know, and I cited the primary facie case, and nobody knows it in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, the report that, and we are told that there were 3 petitions against the former Chief Justice, and we heard of 1. The report of the committee Mr. Speaker, remains unpublished. We don't even know what went into that. And we believe that as Ghanaians, before we get to today, we must know the details of why there is vacancy in Ghana that we need to fill. All we are saying that this arm of government and the head of that arm of government, which is judiciary, Mr. Speaker, that seat is not vacant. And even if an attempt had been made to make it vacant, that attempt, Mr. Speaker, we cannot see through that. We think that is faulted. Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful. Mr. Speaker, what I pursue to be my duty here, Mr. Speaker, is to edge it out to Ghanaians why we have taken a stand. Amongst the other things is that, Mr. Speaker, we see this practice. This is very serious, that the executive is controlling Parliament and Ghana. Mr. Speaker, the executive...
Honorable member.
The executive...
Honorable member. Please. The statement you just made is a very serious statement. As I sit here, please, there is no executive that can control me.
Right, Mr. Speaker, I pray thee. Maybe I didn't make myself clearer. But what I mean, Mr. Speaker, is that, and Mr. Speaker, I think I need your protection.
The public doesn't hear them.
Honorable members.
Mr. Speaker, what I mean by what I've said.
Please, I'm in charge. I will allow the debate to flow within the remit of our rules, our practice, and our conventions. And in fact, I made that known at the meeting, at the conclave. Your leaders are aware. But I must apply the rules. If not, my presence here is of no use to the whole country and to the practice of democracy. Please, so I'm very, very careful with what I do. You may go on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm guided. Mr. Speaker, the point I would want to make here is that there are three arms of government: the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. And Mr. Speaker, what's our side of the house?
Honorable members. Honorable members, please, I taking note of all the interjections, and he has 10 minutes. So I'm looking at the 10 minutes, and I'm deducting all the interjections from his 10 minutes. So either you keep your cool, listen, and when it's your turn, you put across your own views, or we stay here till midnight. I will not take any minute from his 10 minutes. So please, you may go on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Amongst my 10 minutes, I may want to plead, Mr. Speaker, may I remind the House of Article 115 of the Constitution. And I read, Mr. Speaker, there shall be freedom of speech, debates, and proceedings in Parliament, and that freedom shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place out of Parliament. So that's the end of proceedings. Just a reminder. What I am saying, Mr. Speaker, is that
you just read the provision. It says it shall not be questioned in any place out of Parliament or where? Court. We are in the house here. So here it can be questioned here.
Mr. Speaker, now that I am guided that when a parliamentarian is speaking, one can gag the person, I take note.
Please,
Mr. Speaker.
Please, honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, it will get to other people.
Don't mislead the public. Please.
Mr. Speaker, I need your protection.
Honorable member, I will protect you, but don't mislead the public. We do not say gag the member, but you read the provision 115. Please, this is an opportunity for many to learn, and many of our citizens are listening to us. I want to read it carefully. 115. There shall be freedom of speech, debate, and proceedings in Parliament, and that freedom shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place out of Parliament. So, as I preside here, I can question your freedom of speech applying the rules, but I cannot go out of Parliament to question it or go to court to question it. But here in session, that freedom is open to. Please, the rules are clear even in our standing orders. Don't mislead the public. You may go on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the point I am making is that on our side, we believe that one arm of government is controlling another arm of government. And in this case, the executive is controlling the judiciary. By this act, Mr. Speaker, the act of where there is the head of judiciary, that judiciary is removed, and that had not been exhausted. And these matters are pending before various courts. The 7 cases that are pending, Mr. Speaker, I can go ahead and then mention it.